Hello everybody, welcome, we are here, semi-final action, and boy do we have one hell of a remake. It's almost like a grand final for you. It is Scythe SG going up against Team NY. Used to know them as Nirvana Malaysia, now they're just known as Team NY. They already had their draft, already had the picks, they're already into the game right now, and we're already also here. I'm going to welcome our big man who's been doing a lot of stuff. He's actually not that big, he's quite small. Mr. Blue. Mr. Blue, welcome dude. Hopefully you can hear me, hopefully I can hear you this time as well, and we have one hell of a game coming to us right now.
Yeah, I can hear you, Toby. Can you hear me?
Very, very nicely. So, yes, we are here in the game. We are watching off WAG TV as well. I'm just going to make sure we get the volume levels right for you, just because we didn't actually test that. Whoops, beforehand. But two teams, obviously, you are definitely looking forward to this match. We are going to have this little bit of a chunky WAG TV stream again. There is no way around this, unfortunately. It's just because what's streaming out is not complete packets, which is kind of pissing me off. But hey, that's what we get. But still, these two teams, obviously you know them very, very well, Mr. Head of kind of like Dota at Gosu Gamers. What are you expecting for a match like this?
Nothing but epic.
Nothing but epic? Yeah. That's all you've got for me? Nothing but epic? Come on!
It's gonna be epic. What else can I say? It's definitely gonna be an epic game. But my money's on Scythe though, so.
Your money's on Scythe. I gotta say my money's on Scythe as well, but the home crowd favourites of Nirvana NY will definitely be well in the homes and hearts of everybody out there. For everyone out there who actually is going, oh, what the hell? Why has this game already started? Why have we had draft and ban pick? We want to hear the talk beforehand, not before Puck actually might die here in the middle lane. CM going to go for the Frost Cone, and Toy is already getting ganked off here by Lich and CM Rome. What we actually want to talk about before was rudely interrupted by gank was the fact that the draft actually happened. The WAG TV stream didn't go out, actually crashing us, which wasn't too good. But they actually already did their drafting and picking. So as far as your heroes actually go through the side, we have Toy playing as Puck, Koi playing as Venomancer, who managed to get through the pools. Roy is actually there playing as Shen, Joy as Enigma, and Boy as Spectra. We can probably just say right now that, well, who do you think is actually who? Obviously, we know who Roy and Koi are.
Boy is probably Yamate, and hold on, Roy, Joy. Toy is probably Sharky, and Joy should be who's left?
Come on.
Wait, Sharky. Oh, HY should be the Enigma.
I was waiting for you that shot. Crap.
Yeah, I think that's how they lane. No, that's how they pick the heroes. Hello?
It's at that point my mic actually went dead. It can't handle the awesomeness. Someone find me new batteries. Nothing like running a wireless mic. But yes, they were the heroes. We were buffering game data for a second there, and that actually happened exactly the same time as my mic decided to kick itself. So I was hoping it wasn't the freaking apocalypse of Dota coming down on top of our heads. But yes, you are right. That is your lineup. As far as WTR actually go, I shouldn't actually say WTR. What am I talking about? It's CC. Team Malaysia is what I wanted. XT's down in the bottom lane to be joined by Quad A. WTR is there on the bottom lane playing its Lich, so they've got CM, Lich as well as Windrunner. Jumping towards your middle lane, you have a Shadow Fiend in the hands of KYXY. Up towards the top lane, you'll have Batrider, Mushy, the man of Mushy. He is Mushy. He should literally have a town named after him. You can organise that. Town in Malaysia named after Mushy. Shall be done. He'll be going up against Joy, playing as Enigma up there on the top lane. Toy, who we're pretty sure is Sharky, he has played Puck every single time that we have seen Scythe actually pick it up. So he'll be going there in the middle lane up against the SF. And down for the bottom lane, tri-lane, is Shen with Roy, Boy, which is Yamata, and Koi just sitting there on the sides as Venomancer, who I have to say, if we're going to go with the stats which I've seen so far throughout the tournament, whoever picks Venomancer wins. Small detail. It's a small detail, but I'm pretty sure it's a viable fact right now that I'm going to go with, Mr. Blue.
Really, I haven't checked the stats on that though, but it should be interesting.
So someone double check it. Shen's currently sitting over here, and for some reason they're actually part of the smoke of deceit. Didn't really actually pick up Venomancer. CM's going to come down with something that's even better. It is actually an Invis rune. They're going to be ready for fight this one, as WTR should actually be the first blood in the bottom lane. Roy spills it, and CM was there, did not actually come out of Invis. Actually got caught by the Spectral Dagger too, so Specky knows somebody is there. Windrunner doing what damage he possibly can to Yamatar there on the bottom lane to try and push him back. It's not going to be successful though. And first blood, Scythe take it. Singapore team, they are going to be very, very happy.
Can we sync up? I think I'm faster than you.
That would probably actually be a good thing. With this stream, it's going to be a little bit interesting to actually go off. So we'll go to speed 4 just to speed ourselves up. So we wait for it to go to 1. And there we go. 5 minutes and 3, 4, buffer, 5, 5, 5, 6. So if you are listening in as well back at home, hopefully you can sync yourself up with the YTV TV stream as well.
Yep, we're synced.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So bottom lane, as far as his tri lane goes, Mr. Blue, obviously we've got CM, we've got Lich, we've got Windrunner. He's still got some stuns. You've got double slow and double nuke down there too. I'm talking about the both frost attacks from Lich as well as CM. Like, that first gank, it was all initiated by Shen. Do you think, oh, actually, Specky? Oh, no, sorry. Fuck. Oh, frack. SF there in the middle lane, getting done. I was thinking, what the hell is Specky doing in the middle lane? No, he's not. Buffering game data again. I'm now going to leave it in the cache, dude, so we're not going to be synced as we do this. Because it's going to keep on doing that to us, so we'll just go with what we've got. Venomancer push back on the bottom lane. Koi's in a little bit of danger. Frost coming off from CM from the side. Koi actually does go down once again. Now, Koi has been caught out. This has happened a couple of times to him. And I'm just wondering if it's actually, like, Koi is actually there, isn't he, Mr. Blue? That is actually the real Koi. The real McCoy.
Yep, that is him. Yeah. You've seen his ES play, that's obviously him, come on.
Well, even then, like, his ES has actually not been perfect. It hasn't been, and this is what I was actually a little bit worried with Scythe coming into this match, that they're not as precise in their movements currently, as opposed to what we saw from them in the ADC, when they did actually take out this team. In fact, Nirvana Malaysia, who are now just known as Team Malaysia, because they lost their sponsor, they actually took them out in a very, very nice coordinated attack, and it worked out beautifully for them. But it just, I haven't seen the same sort of flair from them at this LAN event. I don't know if you've noticed the same sort of thing.
They seem to be playing pretty well, so I think probably tiredness or something. Yeah.
It is true. Like, you go through a LAN, I know I'm freaking tired, I've just been casting on the side. But these guys have been playing some long hours. They had some late starts, which is pretty freaking weird. Actually, mid lane, yeah. There goes KYXY. Toy got the last hit, so that is actually Sharky. Crystal Maiden was actually around in the neighborhood. Roy giving support, so Shen once again. He's left the neutrals twice now. He's picked up a kill both times. Meanwhile, back in the bottom lane, Windrunner gets to farm up what she wants. And you can see how much farm Yamatar gets. I know you probably watched the last match we actually shoutcast. Even then, Batrider, how the hell has he managed to get tier 1 tower down to that low HP this early on? Burn the creep wave, fair enough, but that tier 1 tower is already smoking. In fact, it is actually going to go down already. Missing the last hit, Meatwagon got it. But first tier 1 tower already goes down in favour of Scourge. So Shadow Fiend coming a little bit closer towards mid, thinking he can have a go at Sharky. Back towards the bottom lane, Specky farming up. Yamatar, king of farm. Well, not actually really. He's pretty good at it though. Last hitting wise, he's definitely one of the top players in the Scythe lineup.
He's the best in last hitting. Like, he's considered the best with farming and stuff in Malaysia. So
you put him next to Burning? Burning. If you put Burning and Yamatar in a room, who would come out on top?
Probably Burning, but they'll be close. But Burning will probably beat him, but it'll be close.
But Burning gets more farm, Yamatar gets more kills. That way we please both parties. So we're all about compromise, Blue. We're all about compromise.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the ranch, we will go back into the game. Let's have a check of the CS scores. This is a YTV stream, so we can actually do that. 50 for 17 for the SF in the middle lane. Malaysia doing very, very nicely. Wow, actually, Scythe, where's their money? There's nothing. Windrunner's 42 for 9. 50 now for Batrider on the top lane, plus 1 tower. He didn't actually get the kill, but the tower's still 200 for everybody. But Scythe is sitting here at 21 for 3, 11 for 5, 27 for 4 on puck. They are getting worked on the CS. Like, massively worked.
But they have better hero kills, though. Like, they're 3-1 right now.
That is true. That is true, but there's only so much difference that makes up for. Like, 2 hero kills being the difference. That's not that massive.
And they're 4.
There's Roy just having a couple of issues, getting frosted a little bit. Looks like Mr. Blue is slightly lagging. Black hole, middle lane. Imagine to hold him in place. Joy's got 1 kill. Will he actually be able to follow it up? Lasso actually coming out, actually pulling him the right way he wanted to go, but unfortunately he was attached to Mushy, who actually does not get the last hit. XT gets that one, flaming over the top, fire flying down. He wants Roy. Shen is trying to fall back here. 1 big blast, and yes, XT gets a double kill in the middle lane. Team Malaysia. 4-3 is where they're currently seeing. Venomancer in towards the middle lane. It's not over yet. Mushy is not escaping. He's still getting hit by the tower. Still taking a lot of damage as well from the continuous damage there by the level 5 Venomancer. But we will see Team Malaysia manage to actually escape. The Vanguard on Batrider was what saved him just then. Without that 10-minute Vanguard, he would not have survived that battle or dived like he did. And that makes it 4-3, actually in favour of Scythe now.
Yeah. They just 1 kill down, but... This will be a very close game. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's what we're actually expecting as well. Obviously, you got 2 teams. It's basically the best of Singapore versus the best of Malaysia. If you want to have a battle of countries, well, would anybody debate it?
I will.
You'll debate it. It's like, no, there is no competition. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's actually Malaysia versus Malaysia, because Scythe have like 3 Malaysians and 2 Singaporeans.
Oh, you're picking on details, dude. You're picking on details. Scythe is a Singaporean team. So they get classed as. It's what they play as. At least shows you the quality of Malaysian Dota that comes out. SF on the bottom lane. Just there, wants to have a go at Specky. Say, come on, do it. Specky wants you. Actually, just around the corner, Roy gets caught out, farming up. Enigma was there with Venoman, so they can't do enough damage. The tornado starting up, but SF right in the mix. Is he going to go for the ulti? Does he actually have it? We've already got 1 out from Toy. So Puck has actually rejoined it. Lich ulti now bouncing around all the heroes. Oh, it's doing mass amounts of damage. 3 down for the Scourge. Make it 4 with Windrunner almost going out. It is a triple kill for Toy. Sharky, as I said so many times, he flies under the radar, and now Batrider wants a piece of the action. He's going to have a go. Phase shifting going off. Heals coming out from Shen, trying to keep him alive, and great illusionary orb going out. Batrider dived in way too far, and Scythe, but no! Firefly, 50 HP, not enough. Koi managed to get the last hit, and Venomancer walks away with the life there, and that was the entire team for Scourge going down. Scythe, Singaporean fans should be standing up from their seats being very happy about that battle. 9-5.
That was a really good clash there for Scythe.
Yeah, Scythe, they had the positioning right. SF just thought, you know what? You're hunting my hero down. You've already brought one of my guys down. There must be revenge. The revenge did actually come as well. There was no Enigma ulti for that battle. He already used it up in the middle, and there's a pretty long cooldown. I think it's about 3 minutes. 3-minute cooldown on his ulti at level 1, if I'm correct.
I think it's longer than that.
It's even longer? We go 300 seconds. What? Yeah. Actually, we can actually see it on the countdown. And Enigma's actually just got his ulti back now. And that battle in the mid was about 3-4 minutes ago. So yeah, it's a pretty freaking long cooldown. Interesting to see Malaysia just pushing out this top lane. Getting denies off left, right, and centre. We'll check the CS scores in a moment as well, but it's 9-5 in favour of kills. Scythe will now start to play lane position. Plague Ward's coming in towards the middle. They spot Batrider up there. Illusionary Orb just damaging off all the ghouls on the front lines. Means the next creep wave can actually hit upon that tower. XT down there on the bottom lane as well. TP is going to come down to stop him from pushing that tower too much. Sharky is the one there. The man who walks away with the triple kill, playing under the name of Toy. Yamatar. Looks like actually a bit of a swap around at the moment here, Blue. We've actually got Specky's decided to actually head up towards the top lane with the tier 1 tower down and leave Sharky to do all the hard work on the bottom.
Yep. It makes sense since, I don't know. Actually, no, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, it actually does make sense because Specky needs to actually farm back on his side of the river. He doesn't want to get too far out. Even though the tier 1 tower is gone, the creep wave's still going to push pretty hard. And as far as the hero to escape that gank on the top, While Puck is good, as we actually see a kill coming out there from a Shadow Fiend. Well, you didn't actually see it happen at the top of the river. My apologies. But as far as people to actually get out of that top lane and be out there in no man's land, it's actually a pretty good pick for Specky. He can haunt, he can come down. He's been left to actually free farm up there on the top lane right now, which Yamantara, as we've been talking about just before, is very, very skilled at. Mid lane actually being held up by Photomancer. I count 6 wards. They are timing out as well as being farmed right now, but they will be held in place. Puck as well as Windrunner battling out solo on solo down there in the bottom lane. Enigma not wanting to go in for the tier 1 tower in the mid, so once again, Malaysia claiming tier 1 tower. Haven't got anything back from that just yet, but as far as Scythe actually go, pretty sure they're going to be betting a lot more on the back of the SF, on the back of the Spectra, to actually get overpowered across the SF. Puck not too bad as well, but it is actually interesting to think about where Scythe are going to go later on this game. Like, who are they banking on? Late game, obviously Spectra does get powerful, can munch your entire team, but so can SF. As far as both these teams go, they're pretty balanced across all areas of the game.
I'm not too sure about that. I think Spectre is a better carry than Shadow Fiend, though.
Yeah, but if Spectre gets targeted, that's why you got Batrider in the lineup too. You can pull him out. Puck's going to be on the ball the second that actually happens. Make sure Batrider just can't kill everybody off. Keep your eyes open on the bottom lane too. Looks like Enigma coming on down. Batrider's having a bit of a scan around with this little bit of a blast that pops out. So Windrunner as well as Batrider decide that bottom lane is not the place to be. Looks like Puck is illusory orbing in for some unknown reason. Thought he could probably damage off that the creep wave down there, which is actually probably exactly what he did. And now the push might come for the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Enigma does have his ulti up. Batrider looking for a bit of an opening. Not much gold on him though. Vanguard bought a smoke and a seat. So where it goes. Enigma actually has a blink dagger. All right, so now Joy is going to, I don't think he's revealed this fact just yet. I'm going to look for a big gank on the bottom lane to see if he can pull this one off. 16-minute blink and soul ring. He has more than enough mana for every single spell he wants to cast. Tower now being pushed by the conversions. They know he's there. Who's going to come around the backside? Windrunner still sitting back. They haven't pushed the tower just yet. Shen's army now moved up as well. Glyph popping off to buy them some time. While that's happening, Specky is still free farming top. He will be able to haunt in for just a moment. Shen's army, all 3 are up. So we've got trappers, we've got mana burners, we've got armor degen and slowers. So a good composition he's actually got of an army. Deciding not to actually push it. Enigma just going back to his conversion farming. Buy themselves some more time. Puck being pinged out there by MY. They do actually have that vision from the ward just sitting outside the Roche pit. Actually now, is that scouting with the skeleton minions? Nice. Roy's just watching around the front of the Roche pit. It's like, you know, I'm going to sit right next to your ward. Don't give a crap. Try and stop me if you want to. Can't get the kills from though. Sorry, Blue.
Can we try to sync up?
We can. I'm at 17 minutes and 27 seconds. I don't want to actually go speed anymore because we do just seem to like buffer the stream the second I do that. So if you slow yourself down to 17:35, you should be okay. Mid tower now to be pushed out. So another tier 1 tower is in the focus for Scythe. By the way, Blue, you were lagging like an absolute bitch on Skype. So point that one out at the random point of the game. Tier 1 tower goes down. Illusionary orbing over the top. Does spot Lich up the back there. We do see Sharky not confident enough to actually go for that one. Batrider wants to go in. No blink for Batrider just yet. He went for more heal and Vanguard. Frost goes off. Venomancer already on the way out. As Trapper does manage to actually slow down Mushy. Now the Dark Troll Warlord, the one that threw the trap, is now trying to escape, getting burnt up pretty badly. Looks like Mushy doesn't actually appreciate getting blasted like that. So claims his life as well as the gold you get for it. Yamatar still free farming that top. He's up to a Vanguard. For some reason, Puck is just deciding to sit in front of the Roche pit. We're about to see MY come down here. Smoker to seat does go off. Enigma is there, still with that blink dagger up. Looking for an opening. Windrunner and CM, they spotted something hanging around there, and that's because the obs ward's actually there. They would have seen him fly in. Now they go in towards the mid. They want to have a go here at KYXY. Will they do it? A lot of double damage. Illusory orbing over the top. Big Warring Rift. Needs to get the last hit off. They do get the last hit off. SF goes down, but not before the Lich ulti. Bounces around inside the team. Shackle goes on top of Specky, who did haunt in for that battle as well. No more support there, as Malaysia will push them back. We'll see if Blue is still actually okay. It sounds like he's actually half trying to speak on the chat.
No, I'm fine. I'm here. What are you on? The time? Your timestamp?
1917, dude.
I'm just like 4 seconds ahead of you.
So let's have a look at the CS scores as well. It's been a while since I've actually brought them down the screen. SF up to 102 for 27. Has died 5 times though. He's lost 1,200 gold from doing that too. So that's obviously not intentional. It's just what's happened. 90 for 11 for XT. We also see 80 for 14 for Mushy. 75 for 14 on top of Yamatar. No neutral kills. No death. Oh, he's got 1 death and 6 assists. Towers, as far as they go, is level across the board. Still, that couple of kills is all that's really keeping Scythe up at the moment, those 3 kills. And the team of Malaysia, MY, they are just literally staying on top of this entire game. Nothing is really challenging them in multiple points, but that can completely change with one Enigma black hole. It's just the big thing about Enigma. If you have a black hole off and it goes off, then it's freaking sweet. If you don't, oh, smoke. They're going to look for the opening. Batrider's up there on the top lane. The pings are going off. They bring down Batrider. They're going to push it. There's the blink. There's the black. No black hole. Doesn't want to let off just yet. Doesn't actually need it just yet because they're going to claim Batrider's life. TPs are coming towards the top lane. A lot of conversions. Venomance is up there as well. He's going to throw down this Plague Wards. And this T1 tower is definite to go down. Yet MY, they're wanting to stay close enough. Now they're doing the smart thing, falling themselves back. Did he root on Lich or not? You're going to lose that Tier 1 tower. It's not worth fighting over. And 11 to 17, all the Tier 1 towers now down. Bottom lane getting harassed down there by the Shadow Fiend. KYXY. Sharky managed to pull the wave down just past the tower, so it should be okay. Lich now going off. Haunt goes off. Are they going to go for the bottom? Yeah, the pings are going to go for the bottom. Puck is there, trying to get the block. Couldn't get in front. Specky is still trying to chase him down. Where is that dagger? Has it come off just yet? Blink in front by Puck. Almost blocking off SF, and KYXY will die. He does die in the bottom lane. Took 3 heroes to do it, but that's another death for SF. When we were asking before if the better carry would be SF or Spectra, I'm going to go if SF has died a couple of times, like he has actually done, my bet, I'm pretty sure yours is going to be the same blue, will be on Specky.
Duh.
Stay the freaking obvious. Gotta love it. It's what I do. So I said in the previous shoutcast, I'm like that big-breasted person. Hang on, who the hell is trying to freaking call me? Slash is trying to do it. Dude, cancel your call right now if you're currently watching in. We'll just stop for a second, just to drop that down. As Mr. Blue, you are actually lagging a hell of a lot, so I do apologise. I'm going to actually drop you from right now because you're making some very random noise coming through. So, dude, please, thank you very much for listening to the stream. We'll jump ourselves back into the game. So now back up on the main screen. 22 minutes into it. We have our game sounds back again. As I will just drop those down again for you. Apologies to Mr. Blue, but that noise was starting to get slightly irritating. No, I'm not talking about his voice. I'm actually just talking about the fact that he's making this little popping sound all the time. But we are now back into the game. Ejected. You've been evicted from the Big Brother house. Or casting box. Big Brother should have a casting box. That'd be pretty awesome. Commentate your own Big Brother episode. That'll work. All right, so let's watch Malaysia. 12 to 7 now, 22 minutes into the game. We might be joined by Slash for the grand final later. Who actually knows? We might find out. 22 minutes into this one, illusionary orbing over the bottom. Batrider is there, getting scouted out by the Venomancer Wards, which are absolutely everywhere, holding on to this base. Razor's coming off. Shadow Fiend on top of it. He does have his BKB up now too. Still no blink for Batrider. I really want to see a blink on Batrider. It's amazing that SS managed to actually farm up his BKB as well. I was talking about the difference in levels of farm for MY. A lot of it's going their way right now. Now the stream's actually getting a little bit smoother inside the game. I'm only saying a little bit. It's not amazing, but it's getting smoother. We do have the blink dagger up on top of Puck. He had that before. That's how he managed to get in front of SF and block him off. They're waiting for the battle on bot, but already the Scourge have actually abandoned it. Batrider's up towards the top lane. Windrunner's following him as well. And Mech and Force Staff. It appears to be the build of the century here for Windrunner. Vanguard actually on top of Batrider now too. And they're looking And they're just expecting someone's actually around here. I think they are. Specky is actually currently on the bottom lane. Batrider's actually going around the corner, and then 4-star pushed in by Windrunner to try and get the lasso just around Specky. He's haunted out. There's one hero on the side, and Enigma Black Holes wants to grab him, but he already gets stunned off here by Windrunner. Not what he wanted. Joy forced to actually fall back right now, and this is not going to help me. He wants that BKB up. He can't get to the point now. Blue TPing in towards the top lane. Specky is now rejoined. The dagger is currently following Batrider all the way up the hill. Can they catch? Illusory Orb is up. Puck ulti is in range. Batrider will take a fall, but no! What a shackle! The blast! Blink! Enigma's up. One hit should do it for Batrider. Yes, it does. But it's at the sacrifice of Sharky. Now Joy moving himself. He managed to stay in that battle for a very, very long time. But now he's caught up by CM. 4-staffing in. It's like, freaking, I want to come in close enough to facepalm you off here. And XT claims the kill. Wow, what a battle up there on the top lane. Fighting over that tier 2 tower. Enigma needed to wait for that shackle, even though there's so many suns at the moment, pushing him back even further now from his BKB, which he so desperately needs to actually couple with that Blink Dagger. If he had his BKB, that battle would have been a very, very different thing. 1600, 1650, I think it might actually be. For your Mithril Hammer, then the recipe for the BKB on top of it. Get a couple of towers, he might be happy. Specky almost up with Radiance, 25-minute Radiance. Not too shabby considering the battles and the lack of farm he's had so far in the game. I say lack of farm, he's still pretty damn farmed up. But as far as farm compared to the Malaysian team, it's not looking that good for him. He's got enough for that Sacred Relic. Looks like he's moving back to buy it as well. Probably a smart idea with CM and Windrunner just moving around. There's no wars displaying that. It's just literally, that's probably just good timing for Specky to move back and just get that Sacred Relic. So there you go. There we go. Specky on the way to a very, very nice build. This game will definitely go for a very long time. Shen, Puck, searching around. Venomancer making it very, very hard here for KYXY to actually push. KYXY want to farm up as many of these wards as possible, but the pressure is about to come. And Enigma's on the bottom lane. He's only got his mini stuns. He doesn't have a black hole, but there's that mini stun. Specky haunts in. The dagger will follow it off. Just the BKB. Big ulti. He cops most of it, but the refraction on comes right back on top of Spectra. Shen even gives him a bit of a heal for good luck. Now they're going to push out this top bottom lane as well. Puck has already managed to claim down WTR, so Lich taking a fall on the bottom lane. Just trying to catch up to Crystal Maiden, who's now going to push back past the tier 2 tower. Scythe with 2 heroes down will make the most of this and try and push this bottom lane. Shen army and conversion army, that's all you should basically need to bring down a tier 2 tower. And in fact, it's basically overkill. There's your conversions. They might even try and push in. Actually, no, they won't. They'll try and rotate towards the tier 2 tower in the mid, if anything. Just to try and stop the push. No, Glimpse. 4 HP on the tower. Bit of a very, 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 very late Glimpse. TP comes in towards the mid. Spec will deal with that one. Spec now has enough money as well for the Radiance to be completed. So 27-minute Radiance is what we're looking at. Tell me the Crow is back there. No, it's not. The Crow is currently out on mission. Out somewhere. Can't see him on the mini-map. There he is. Goblin Zeppelin it is, not a Crow. He likes to be a Zeppelin. He can change himself. He's one of those shapeshifters. Still hasn't brought up his mech, just focusing on getting those, his Radiance, just still focusing on getting those last hits. Now Persia Spec flying out. Scythe are looking very, very good here now. I thought MY still were going to hold the control here, but Scythe, they got the kills up. TP's coming down towards the bottom lane. They want to hold on to this tier 1 tower. It's their last one left alive. Conversion will take care of the rest of the creep wave, so Joy will still get his money. Won't have to worry too much. Joy now just hanging in the backside. He's actually blinked himself down there to be in position before he actually got scattered. Will actually have his black hole up too now. Look for the big ulti. TP's coming in. Gets the instant stun there, and Mushy will not want to use his black hole. Want to save the black hole because Venomancer's there. They'll have enough damage to actually do it. The ulti from Venomancer. Weird animation following him across the side. Is there enough damage? He does TP back, but he dies back at the well. Too much DPS on top of him. The well couldn't heal him in time, and that is the death. Specky haunting up as well now. Who's he going? He's going to go for either Lich. Puck is in the midst of it right now. Puck actually dying, but in comes the blink. Black hole, 3. It's got 3. 4 staffing himself out. XT gets a shackle across Shen as well as Yamata. Not before he actually manages to kill off CM. And now Windrunner putting on the little boots, trying to get himself away. Blink from Enigma. You cannot escape. Koi gets the last hit. Gives himself a killing spree. Tier 2 tower goes down the mid. Specky with his Radiance will keep on pushing the bottom. 44 seconds before Scourge are back at full health again. Top lane will push. Save game going to come out from them, boys. Saving everything they've got. 28 minutes and 59 seconds into this game. Kill count is 18 to 10. Ignore the CS scores right now. Even though SF has 165 for 36, that's pretty half decent. 156 for 22 with 4 kills and 8 assists. Going to work a hell of a lot better. 7 deaths on Shadow Fiend. Scythe have been focusing him down, making sure he doesn't get big. Specky gets the advantage. Specky goes nom nom nom. That's literally the recipe of Scythe. Singaporeans all about their food. Nom 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 is just literally what goes on. Our Specky does so much farm as well. Radiant Sandwich pulls the creeps for him. Down towards the bottom, still no blink on Batrider. 700 and 800 gold now. Vanguard and Treads. Not looking amazing for him. Lich forced into braces. Trying to keep himself alive in these fights. BT's got Smoke of Deceit, so they're going to try and look for some form of engagement with that. Still Spectra. 2200 gold on top of him. Enigma on his way to his BKB. Got Ironwood Branch, Ring of Regeneration. Nothing currently on top of him, so he hasn't bought up any more parts of it. Did die in that battle just before though, so wouldn't have actually helped him. Looks like a bit of a push for the bottom lane. SF is there. Frost Armor from Lich is down as well. So now we see Team Malaysia going to try and make a move. Won't take very long to actually kill off this tier 1 tower. It's going to get themselves through the Plague Wards. Then more small little obstacles like playing stuck in the mud. Off we go now. They've managed to catch up. Venomancer, Koi. Thought it was good being that close in. Now they're going to try and keep him alive. Good heal comes off from Shen. Batrider forced back. They do claim the tier 1 tower. The big gank that Malaysia wanted during that fight, though. They wanted Scythe to try and come up and defend that tier 1 tower. Didn't happen in the end. Still Yamatar pushing up the mid. Puck, Sharky, playing under the name of Toy. Up there on the top lane, he's also just getting up the farm. Staff of Wizardry, possibly just going to go for a Yules. Seen him actually do that before as well. He does like to actually just pop himself up into the air. I'm in a little bit of trouble. Phase shift's not going to come in time. Yules myself into the air, buy myself some time. Get myself another phase shift as well as a illusionary orb. Get myself out of trouble. Batrider back up towards the top lane, still trying to farm up. Another 1,000 gold from actually getting his Blink Dagger. Looks like we do have Joy on the way up top. Going to make something about that. See if they can get this gank off here on Batrider. More support coming in as well. Venomancer coming from downside. Venomancer also managed to buy up a Vanguard. Exactly what he wants when he wants to get himself inside the main battles. Probably what saved him before in that bottom lane as well. CM, Lich just braces and wards. That's all he's managing to get. In comes the blink on top. Batrider's caught inside the ulti. Silence goes off as well, even though the Firefly is all he really wanted. But it's too late. Plague Ward even being put in front of him just to mock him. It's like dropping a mule. And that makes it 19 to 10. Scythe pick off Batrider once again. The initiation that Malaysia actually need. That Batrider blink. It is not forthcoming. What's that? Is that a defusal? It's defusal. Down towards Specky on the bottom lane. See, all his money's gone. What's the next logical item for Specky? Defusal Blade. Munch on that mana. Now tier 2 tower is the target. Coming out for Scythe on the top lane. SF dealing with a ward is his biggest problem right now. He has actually put up a helm to try and stay alive. Blink comes in from Enigma. Big ulti as well coming up there from Venomancer. I'm pretty sure he thought that Enigma might back up with his, but he's already actually used it, I think. And now Specky a little bit too far in. XY just catches the edge of Spectra on his ulti. Didn't really get the what he actually wanted. Blink comes in. Enigma back on the front lines. Puck over the top. Will be able to actually probably kill off Specky if they can get close enough for the mini stuns. Not going to happen. Batrider's now back up again. You see a little bit of a flame come in. TP comes in right on top. They want to try and claim Specky. Lasso goes on top of him. Shen is there. Will the heal come out as well? Yamatar managing to live for now. 4-staffing actually himself out. Still trying to push on that top lane. Firefly is everywhere. Everything is burning. Spectra is now frosted, which is actually quite the opposite of burning. Yamatar not able to escape. Domination streak is now ended, but still 20 to 11. Tier 3 tower, successful defense. Bottom tier 3 tower getting harassed down. Enigma ready to come in towards that mid lane. Blink Dagger BKB. Possible Scythe could finish this in the next couple of minutes if they decide to really, really push it. As we just saw then, that Malaysia won't let that happen. Locking down the fort. Took an SF ulti to, well, to wipe out a creep wave, I should say. And slightly niggle on Spectra. But yes, took everything they had to try and intimidate or basically dissuade the Sentinel side from actually going in, fighting it off. Battle for map control coming back out again. So Lich coming down, dropping down those wards. Want to know the movement. Enigma goes back into his farm. So we see now his BKB is completed. Soul Ring, killing Dagger as well. Normal item build there for Enigma. Hood of Defiance and Vanguard as well for Venomancer. Going for that stability DPS that Venomancer is so good for. Standard regen for your as well that comes out for your mana, which lets him keep on planting down those wards. Not massive amounts of regen, but it's still pretty cool. Spectra heading up towards the top lane now. Diffusal on top of him. 7 charges on top of that. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Well, actually, there is something like it. It's Diffusal with 7 charges. That's exactly what's like it. Blink Dagger, Vanguard, Planeswalker's Cloak now on top of Batrider. Has actually got that Blink Dagger now. Will want to try and get himself up towards a Hood as well. So he can be right next to Spectra and deal that damage. Once again, Smoker to Seek going off. And you can see Crystal Maiden also walking around now with a gem on top. She is now going to become the main target for the Sentinel side. Bring her down, get yourself a free gem, boys. I think 650 gold for that. Become yourself burglars. Kill and take. Burglars, they shouldn't do that. They're actually pretty smart. They won't kill. You won't even see them. Stealthy as ever. Burglars, however, would actually be better if they had Smoke of Deceit. Be a hell of a lot better. Roy picks up the Troll Warlord, so they've got themselves a bit of a gank up here. I'm pretty sure they're actually going to go for Roshan. Even now, I've actually got a funny feeling that Scythe are going to use this as bait. Not the first time they've done this. 35 minutes in there, there's a ward watching it. They'll know it as well. Shen actually has a gem. So dewarding now coming up. They might not actually go for Roshan, thinking the Scourge go, oh, they're going for Roshan. Better get down. There's anything we can actually do about it. Shadow Fiend definitely can. He's managed to afford an Eagle Horn with the amount of farm he's actually got. Smoker to Seek goes up. Scythe looking for an opening. Power Shot goes down. Checks out Roshan. Sentinel side would have had any knowledge of that whatsoever. So Scourge now, no, it's a trap. Admiral Akbar will be there on the front lines going, no, don't do it. Enigma tries to stay up on the high ground. Malaysian ward is there. Could actually reveal Enigma. Yeah, Enigma got too close. Now they're going to come in and very fast blink there by Joy. Gets himself out of trouble. Specky Horns in right on top now. Who are they going to fight? The battle is everywhere because everyone's out of position. BKB from Enigma now going off. SF only tries to go for the middle of it too. Venomancer pops off his. Everyone who's got an only pop it off now. In fact, even CM is taking the advice. Letting down the freezing storm from the skies. 1 down for the Sentinel side is all we've got. Make it 2. Puck couldn't escape. Nirvana NY, they just bought themselves an opening. 40 seconds to a minute. They've got to make as much damage as they can. But they can't do it because the bottom wave's pushing in, the top wave's pushing in. The only place they can do it's in the mid. And Specky is definitely not going to let them do that. Good fight though for Malaysia. First one you can really say has gone their way. They've got that little bit of a luck there with Enigma going through. Enigma though ended up not being the target. BK being, blinking himself out there. Joy. If he died straight away, that could have been a little bit different, as we do see a pause game actually coming out for a moment. Luckily, we have this amazing thing called Speed 2. I know I've been trying to cache it just so it doesn't lag up as much, but we will be able to get through this pause a little bit faster. It does give us time, though, to actually look at the creep stat scores. Still SF managing to stay in front of everybody on the field. 241 for 40. 222 for Yamatar. Has got 4 kills, 2 deaths and 9 assists. 7 deaths on the Shadow Fiend. That's what's really going to hurt. Lack of data. A possible crash. No, thank God. The resume does actually come, so the pause is actually a normal thing. Possible keyboard troubles. Does happen a hell of a lot during Dota. Not sure why my keyboard never fails me. Gotta love my G510. Yeah. But actually, look at the creep stats for the rest of the Scythe line as well. Even though there's kills coming through, it's 20 for 13, so that's what's given them their advantage to make up for the fact that they actually don't have as many kills. But with things like Enigma, CS scores don't look amazing, but that's because the neutral kills are actually 75. Shen, same. 27 on the neutral kills. Add that up, it actually looks a hell of a lot better. There's actually more over 100. 19 neutral kills even for Koya's Venomancer, really making the most of those extra resources on the field. As far as your neutral kills actually go for the team of MY, 04118. Not even going near the neutrals for this. They are not interested one iota in it. It's like, nah, we can do it all in the lanes. We'll keep the push on. But even then, that actually hasn't happened for them. They've lost all their tier 1 towers, lost all their tier 2 towers, and Scythe still have all their tier 1 towers, still has all their tier 2 towers still intact in the game. Scythe items as well, actually. Just wondering why this pause is taking so long. So hopefully we didn't actually at the moment. No, the timer's not going, so this actually is an official pause. The YTV stream hasn't actually died on us. If that actually happened, then they'll actually be showing a lot more different errors. So we are okay, guys. Don't panic. Don't panic. We are okay. We'll get through this. I had to actually make this moment in time as well to pimp my ride a little bit. If you haven't gone to the CyberGamer TV website, head there, cybergamertv.com. Thank you very much for all the sponsors as well from CyberGamer who are actually backing this whole program. It's a great, basically a place for casters is the best way of putting it. And of course, a place where you guys can come and actually enjoy yourselves as well, giving you all the action possible. Big shout as well to all the Counter-Strike fans out there hoping for the CS match tonight. Unfortunately, Dota has dragged on a little bit longer, so I don't think we're actually having a Counter-Strike cast on tonight. We'll hopefully be replay shoutcasted by Pandan in a couple of days' time. I believe it's 48 hours will actually take for the Counter-Strike replay to become available, and then we'll actually have our content up for you. But this tournament did actually go over schedule. We're hoping it could actually work its way in, so the grand final will be straight after this one. But delays do actually not actually help this off. We'll actually have a bit of a jump back out of that for the moment, as we'll see if we're actually being spammed up any messages whatsoever right now. I haven't actually heard anything off, so we'll actually ask a reason for pause. Is an easy thing to actually do, asking the Ghosted Gamers crew who are down there on the field. Pause is still existing. So hopefully it doesn't last for too long. Go speed 4, see if we can catch up to where they are live in case they have actually just resumed it up. And we do actually catch up live, but we are still 37 minutes and 26 seconds into the game. And nothing is actually really happening for it. And it's actually a toilet. It's a toilet break of all freaking things. We actually have ourselves a toilet break for one of the players. They couldn't handle it. It's now the race for people with extremely weak bladders is where we've ended up. And I just want to point out right now, this guy not going to the loo. That is right. Bladder of steel. That's actually not true. I do actually have a small inkling to tinkle. But that's all at the moment. So I also realize this video is starting to lag again. It does actually show me straight away when that actually happens. So that's not too cool. This box has been through a lot of pressure because so have all these teams. We've been here for so damn long. For this tournament, 3 days. We were shoutcasting on Friday night. We've gone through, was 13 matches we actually went through on Saturday as well, and now another 7 today, coming into our last semi-final to actually be played. We already know who's in the grand final. If you haven't watched it yet, close your ears, mute this volume out right now. CCM is already your team for the grand final, as LGD surprisingly lost to them. CCM, it was a stomp. It's the only way to put it. It was a brood mother stomp is the best way of putting it. And LGD now find themselves in the battle for the bronze match. Grand final match. Who will actually get to play it though? It will hopefully be streamed out. We're praying it will be streamed out. Because if it will be streamed out. Because I will be here shoutcasting it live for everybody who's actually out there. Thank you very much to everyone also who's actually been tuning in over the entire weekend. It's been absolutely amazing to have you guys here. We've definitely had a very, very good weekend of Dota. Everyone's been having a good time, I do believe. Been popping up to about 5,000 listeners over the last couple of days as well. If you aren't one of the lucky ones, or if you have mates out there who are like, oh, I missed the live game, go to the CyberGamer Network YouTube channel. That's where I'll upload them. They will be going up over the next couple of days. I'm probably going to say they'll all be up and available by Wednesday. Do have to encode them and then upload them all, so it does take over time. And we do still have more casts coming up because we have the Pick League final as well. Pick League Division 1 final, GG Net versus MYM. It will be coming to you live here from my studio on Monday night, Tuesday morning for me and for everyone else over there who, where's the majority of our listeners be right now, from Malaysia, from Singapore, from everywhere in Southeast Asia. A lot of people tuning in from there. And we will actually have a big match there. The top teams of European Dota going head-to-head. Should be good fun, and will be an awesome, awesome game. I will be staying up late for that one. My body clock, I think, is almost on European time after the last week of matches we've actually had. A lot of coverage coming out, and that's why my voice now sounds a little bit raspy. I always just thought it sounded a little bit sexier. Raspy could go with it. We can go either way. Someone set up a poll. Is my voice sexy or raspy? Or both? All of the above. I will take that. Hell yes. Still Pause game is up. We'll put it back up on the screen for you guys so we know the second we actually restart. Go up to speed 4, see if we can actually catch up, do anything, make up for those couple of seconds which he won't be peeing himself. I'm not quite sure how far away that toilet actually is. It could be one hell of a hike. I'm not quite sure. Someone find that man a bottle. You can just pee in a bottle. Coke bottle, juice bottle. Juice bottles are good to pee in if you need to. Wider openings to actually fit in. That way there's no splashage. Only problem is you've got to make sure you drink the juice first, or else you could actually have some very disturbing moments to yourself. See, this is what happens when someone goes to the toilet. Caster's saying weird shit. Just put it straight down to that. Not quite sure why. In the meantime, let's actually talk about the game. We'll put it back up on the screen for all everyone who's out there. Oh, look at the CS scores. I'm a stat whore. I like it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Longest killing sprees, 4-2. I never actually look at the longest killing sprees ever. It's never actually a good time for me to do it. Hang on. None of this game halted due to lack of... There we go, Cache. Thank you very much. None of this game halted. We don't have any more data. Whoa. Don't want to see that. Interesting to actually see the gold lost from Sharky. Sharky has dived in a couple of times. So you've really got to give a lot of praise to Sharky. He's playing in the name of Toy. Because obviously Sharky is just freaking awesome. He is the toy of all girls in Singapore. I don't know if he's a toy boy. Is he dating an older woman? I don't know. Something else to find out too. If Mr. Blue was in here, he wouldn't be making that horrendous sound. But we do actually have Toy in the lineup. Has actually lost 1,400 gold from actually dying. He's not the worst though. 7 deaths on top of Shadow Fiend. That is definitely the worst. By far. Only 1 kill, 5 assists. Still on top of levels though. That's actually pretty impressive. He's actually still the same level as Spectra, even though he's had a hell of a bad time. Spectra's actually almost caught up to him on CS kills, CSs as well. Not that you actually say CSs as plural, that doesn't really quite work. But we do actually see him that far up. 4-2 for 9 is his stats. Neutral kills being 11, which is just basically he was in the neighborhood. So we decided to Radiance and burn him and kill him. So as you do as a Spectra when you actually have a 20-minute Radiance. He also has 1,600 gold on him at the moment. As unfortunately, I can't look down to see where the courier is. I'd love to see that because I'm pretty sure he's actually probably got more items back at base right now, which will definitely help his cause if he does actually want to complete it up and get himself a new item. Interesting to see actually where he does go from here. 1,600 gold in the bank. Might just use it for buybacks to keep the continuous pressure on top of MY right now. Already Malaysia is on the back foot. You can actually see if you're looking where my cursor is going right now, right across here. There's your mini-map. It's the only wave over the riverbed. It's there, sitting smack bang in the middle of the lane, and there's already a boy in yellow, Enigma, the king of pushers. Actually, the king of black holes, really. King of pushers will be Pugner, as well as Venomancer. But yes, they will be back in. They will be able to push out that mid lane very, very easily and keep that pressure on. It was a big thing too when Malaysia actually won that battle, just up near the Ancient Creeps of the Sentinel. They won that battle, they brought down 2 heroes, and normally at that point you go, and I even said it at the time, you push, you do damage, you try and make Scythe go back in time and go, oh crap, we shouldn't have lost that, we just lost a tier 2 tower because of that one, and we're back on running, hell yes, thank God. But yeah, you basically got to make some dints when you win battles like that, but Malaysia couldn't, they were stuck on the back foot, and there you go, to wave straight over that mid. You knew it was coming, but we are now back inside the game, so the break is over. Whoever had a weak bladder can now be shamed by the entire community of Dota for not being able to hold it. Obviously, you want to be able to focus, not be going, oh God, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee. And then you've got to pee under pressure as well. Not going to help the cause. So now bottom lane, just had 3 heroes from Malaysia head down there to try and fix it up. We have Mushy. Our Batrider for Team Malaysia in the middle lane. He's coming up towards Roshan. Most of them coming from Scythe. Actually, you even see it just popping up there from Wild TV. The main reason why I do actually like to leave that actually popping up on our screen is because it does actually tell you who's actually around where and who's actually thinking about what. So Scythe, Roy, and Toy, they're both like, come on, check it around. Venomancer using his Plague Ward as a sentry ward. Gotta love it. Just to give that vision there so Shen can actually see up the hill. As we will actually lose one of our satyrs there. That did actually come from the Helm of the Dominator, which was picked up by Shadow Fiend. So using that to actually scout. Specky back on that bottom lane. Farming whatever he wants. Really, no one's actually going to contest that. Lich, CM, the brother and sister of Frost. Almost getting caught out by Puck, who wanted to blink and force-staff himself through. Just so much range on that too. Just think about combining the force-staff and the Killing Stagger as well as the Illusionary Orb. You can jump yourself about a third of the map with just that. So much pressure. Venomancer now will start planting the wards down inside the Roche Pit. Should start, will start. Dude, plant them. Roshan's yours. Gotta start getting those wards up. Not gonna do it. They're using it for bait. They're waiting to see if Malaysia was actually going to do anything about it. They spot him moving around the middle lane. Ward up from Malaysia, keeping tabs on that middle lane in case they're actually not there. So if Scythe want to jump themselves around, Smoke of Deceit once again popping off. The item of the century. Whoever thought this one up was a genius. Either that or someone posted him a link. Shut up, Toby. Scythe looking for this engagement up right now. Dropping down the ward, keeping the vision up behind him. Both teams sticking in groups of 5. Bat Rider decided just to jump himself out a little bit further. No one's getting farm. Everyone's missing from lanes. Scythe just want one great gank, Enigma Black Hole. It's all they want. Is it too much to ask? Now Power Shot flies over the top. Wants that bit of a check of Roshan. It's not going to happen. Smoke is worn off. Bat Rider looking up towards the high ground. They know Bat Rider's coming back in again. So Scythe now rotate themselves down towards the bottom lane. They've had enough of waiting for Malaysia to make the move. Or to Malaysia make a bad move. Off goes the Specky Horn. Where's he having a look? He's just pushing the entire Sentinel team back again. Didn't jump to a single one. Oh, he did. He did. He's in the middle. He's taking it for his team. And now Enigma comes in. Big black hole. Gemma True Sight. Drop. Not that that's going to matter because the entire Scourge team is going to drop right on top of this one. 1 down, 2 down. Joy double kill. SF still in the mix right now. He's managed to bring down one. We got buyback. Bat Rider and Lich both bought back. That's one that doesn't look so bad on the scoreboard. 1 down from either side. They will force them back. They will force them back from buybacks. But that is all. Scythe very, very happy with that one. Managing to take out 3 heroes. 1 still waiting to buy back. 1 still waiting to respawn. 2 bought back, so even more money being taken from Malaysia. More money being thrown into Scythe as well, considering they managed to actually get those kills off. Levels as well. Enigma's been having a great old time. Another 2 kills for him. Buys him up an ultimate orb. Possibly going to go Gwinsu. Possibly, I would love to actually see a Shiva's on top of Enigma. Go in there, Black Hole, Shiva's guard. Whoa, what are you going to do? Oh, what a play by Malaysia. They want to go. They might actually, they have enough damage. They will actually kill Roshan here and get themselves Nagus the Immortal on top of Shadow Fiend. Who has actually completed up a Butterfly as well. This is an ace up the sleeve here for Malaysia. 200 gold for everyone. Get a little bit back in the kitty. More importantly, his Shadow Fiend has an Aegis the Immortal on top of him. This is going to make those next battles here for Scythe a little bit harder to play. Save game definitely comes out after Roshan. Don't want to lose that big advantage. Amazing that Scythe were not ready for it. Very, very amazing they weren't ready for it. Once we finish the save game, we'll check and see if there's actually some wards down there keeping tabs on it. No, absolutely nothing. No vision whatsoever of the Roche Pit. And wow, Malaysia just pinging off the tier 2 tower on the bottom. Looks like they want to try and get some map control back again. They can either go mid or bottom. Pinging up towards the top. They know Enigma is pushing that out. Enigma very, very hard to kill though. With that Blink Dagger with the mini stuns. You can't chase him one-on-one. Needs to be 2 heroes committed. Now Enigma's going to come back in towards that mid. Feeling there's a bit of pressure on, but the mid was merely a distraction. Malaysia rotating themselves down towards that bottom lane now. Blink Dagger, Vanguard, Planeswalker's Cloak. Still not a completed hood on top of Bat Rider. It's been pushed back a hell of a lot. 1,300 gold on top of him though. 3k gold on the Shadow Fiend. So as far as Malaysia go, they've at least got themselves another 10 minutes in this game. If the push does come from Scythe, they'll be able to go back up. Actually, no TP. No TP on top of Shadow Fiend. If Scythe decide to actually push this, they might be able to actually do a lot of damage. Midshift Reaver now on top of Specky. He's going to go for Heart. What do we got for TP scrolls? TP, TP, TP. Everybody go back towards the middle. Having to do it the old-fashioned way. Bat Runner's there and try and hold them off. Without Lich, no TP scroll. CM does have that TP, doesn't want to come up. Glimph is there. SF has actually sacrificed his TP scroll. That Lich actually gave it to SF to get him back towards that mid. So he can do whatever damage he can. We'll hold off this mid wave. Good changeover. They'll lose the tier 3 tower, being denied there by the Shadow Fiend. Every little bit you save. What it's all about. Lich should be coming back up again now. Can pass the item back to SF. He doesn't really need it. So back up towards the top lane. SF wants to get a little bit more farm. 4,000 gold on him. SF is a very, very big hope for all Malaysian fans right now. If they can keep SF alive, which is a lot easier with the frickin' Aegis the Immortal, as well as farmed up, then he will definitely come up against SF. Even then, he probably won't even focus down SF. SF is getting beyond the point where he can actually kill her. Once that heart is completed, you're not going to be, Spectra, you're not being able to actually kill Spectra. Midshift Reaver on top, still 2,100 gold. Not that far away from actually completing up that heart. So Vanguard, Heart, Diffusal, and Radiance. So much damage, so much farm, so much life. Even now, just sitting there with 2,400 HP points. Armor 941. Oh, 9 plus 48. So I just want to make sure they can control this map right now. Even though they have a fantastic start, they have a fantastic farm. One team fight going wrong. There's actually Shadow Fiend's farmed up himself a Satanic. So converting it across. Use up all his money to do so. But Shadow Fiend has that Satanic up and running. Even harder to kill. Aegis Immortal, they're going to try and push down the tier 1 tower. Shadow Fiend already does a lot of damage by himself. They've got to get these other lanes pushed out before Malaysia can actually push themselves through. Can't take too long though. Roshan will reclaim that Aegis of the Immortal. And once they've managed to actually do that, then they have to refarm it up again. Makes a time when they're vulnerable. CM still walking around with that gem. Dropped it before, must have brought up another one. Just shows you how important map control is right now. Might even just get the point. Heart completed on top of Specky. Almost 3k HP. Not to mention the standard regen he's actually got. Puck up with the ultimate orb. Should see a Mystic Star following up very, very shortly as well. Withering orbing over the top. Wipes out the creep wave. All money rent unto Spectra. BKB blinks still up on top of Enigma. Has decided to do anything with his 2,400 gold, bar possible buyback. Mid lane, now on the defense. No tier 3 tower to actually help them do that. Well, she is the one that's having to go to the defense. Up towards the top lane. We do have our Shadow Fiend up there. He'll be looking for a little bit of an opening. Won't come. Specky is down the bottom lane. Farming up, almost killing off the neutrals. Just by being there. The power of the Radiance Burn. CM walking around in Invis Rune. Wants to get closer. Wants to find an opening for his teammates. They're stuck on the defense right now. Malaysia can't leave their base. That's what's really frustrating for them. Ledge up on the top. There's Windrunner, completed a Gwinsu. Counter warding. If you can actually counter ward a Plague Ward. The fact it's attacking you is pretty freaking obvious it's there. So no gem required. Still Specky. Pushing that bottom lane. Heart, Diffusal, Vanguard treads. Radiance. Leave the best till last. Puck's still not buying up anything just yet. Anything on the courier. Ring of Basilius just sitting back at home. No one needs it right now. Big farm for Puck coming through though. Wanting to catch up on the item builds. I say catch up. He's actually not that far behind. Enigma still keeping the pressure on the lanes. While this continues to happen, Sentinel just getting themselves further and further in front. The more farm going on, the more time Scourge actually just hanging around to try and look for a gank, look for an opening. The worse it gets for them. The better it's getting for SF because he's still farming up while all this is happening. Back up to 2,000. AEC Immortal should only have about another 5 or so minutes left on it before it will be reclaimed. Counterboarding, coming back out. CM and Lich working as a team. Windrunner around as well. Batrider doing what he can. Up there on the top lane, wants to be able to complete up that hood, but also wants to have enough money to buy back in case they do get pushed. If Malaysia do lose this one, Team Malaysia, they will find themselves out of this competition. Well, I'm starting to almost get used to the jumpy YTV stream. I don't know if you boys are as well. I can assure you it's not my computer. Not with the amount of money we put into this guy. If that happened, I would cry. Tears, definitely not of joy. Mid lane, Venomancer is still there. Vanguard pipe now completed on top of him as well. SF is not going to like that one iota. Shen still moving around with his army. Mech is completed on top of him. Ogre point burst. It looks like he's just going to go for his... Oh, I'm going to shut my mouth right now because I know Slash is listening in. The pressure Slash replies to me even when he's not here. Mid lane keeping the pressure on both teams, not wanting to give up anything at the time. One mistake could change this for both the teams. 23 for 14, 9 kills the difference. You have yourself a group battle. Everything can change around. Power shot going up high. Malaysia have finally decided they actually want to do something right now. The wave's still not pushed over enough. Specky's been having too much fun in the bottom lane, just pushing it out. Enigma and Puck tag teaming the top lane. One TP coming in towards the one back towards the base. Batrider will do his job to hold on towards this bottom lane. Specky back in towards the middle. He TP's out from there, from the bottom lane. A lot of money coming towards him. Well, we see a blade. Will we see an aura? What will we see out of Specky? Still 3,500 gold up his sleeve. Nevermore just hanging back there in the middle lane. Doesn't want to get too exposed. As I say that, he just sits there on the front lines. Are they using him as bait? They're using him as bait. So come and attack my SF. Attack my carry if you can. Windrunner's still around there. There's no frost armor on him as well, so Lich not really making his presence noticed. Should probably do that at some point. SF just getting a little bit of momentum now here in the middle lane. Malaysia for the first time over the river with a creep wave, with a hero actually pushing it too. Plague Wars, they're just going to be instant farm here for SF. A little bit of money, couple of raises, pop the conversions down as well. One conversion down, so those conversions at 2/3 the strength, if you can do your maths. Puck TPing back in towards the middle lane. Know something's going wrong. SF waiting for the big push, waiting for the team fight. Specky not even worrying about it, he can horn himself down if he needs to. 4,400 gold on top of him as well. Back in towards the middle lane. Windrunner decides to fall back. Lich as well. Wave's getting a little bit out of control here for the Malaysia once again. So pushing power of Spectra with a dagger. I mean, with a dagger. Yeah, dagger's going to be doing the big mix. Specky with a Radiance. Still haven't seen anyone else is going to buy up just yet. You hear the golems that sound like Roshan was being done with just a mud golem. Radiance obviously doesn't affect mud golems. They're magic immune. Can't cast spells on them, can't do anything. It's just big clumps of rock. But funny enough, Tiny will actually still take Radiance damage. Go figure. Specky back down towards the bottom lane. 4,600 gold on top of him. Hate to see Yamatar's farm right now. SF still actually pretty damn close to it. 394 for 49. In fact, is in top in front of it. 369 for 29 is currently where they're sitting. And now, Roshan back up again. The Aegis is reclaimed. Will they be ready to go? Ward goes up. One Aegis Immortal will be all Scythe needs to actually push out and possibly even a kill. Dagger flying up towards Batrider. Specky not following it through. Just want to push out the tower. Venomancer comes up. Plague Lord goes up on the high ground. Spots CM. Just walking around in front of the secret shop. Venomance now dropping down a couple of wards just outside the Roche pit. And now we will see that Roche attempt. How fast can they kill him? Can Malaysia make the most of this? The waves aren't too bad for Malaysia at the moment. SF, however, where's his next item? It's not there. Roshan, he's now being started to being attacked here. Centaurs on the front lines. Pink's now going off. Wilkin just putting up a tornado, trying to distract anybody who wants to try and push out from there. There's Dark Troll Warlord now attacking on top of Roshan. Bottom lane getting a little bit more pushy. Spectra has to go down there to deal with it. So they fall back from Roshan, who has been niggled a little bit. Smoke in a seat once again coming off. Bat Rider, Lich, as well as Windrunner. They're all part of that one. SF, the only person who's not, using him as bait once again. Trying to bait him up. Conversions will actually come up first. Conversions don't actually bring you out of smoke, though. Not considered to be a hero. There's Scythe just waiting for Malaysia to push across the river. In they go. Illusionary Orb does spot him doing it. And we will see Nevermore. Shadow Fiend, can he actually claim the Aegis the Immortal from this one? Going inside the Roche pit. He has a lot of lifesteal that's going to come out from the Satanic he's actually got. Now Scythe, no, he's going it. No Haunt just yet. Still keeping the dagger up, keeping the pressure up. Jumping himself in and out of that Roche pit. Blinking up. Pucks want to go for the rest of the team. Doesn't matter if SF picks up the Aegis Immortal if he's not there for his teammates. Venomance already goes off. Batrider trying to pull him off the edge. Not able to do so though. Pipe is just negating all spell effects in that mid lane. They can't do it now. SF is now going to find himself caught out of the position. Batrider trying to push him back down the hill. Scythe ready to push through that mid. Lane pressure was already set up there by Scythe. It will continue to push through to the towers until it gets the towers. More wards there on Roshan. Getting them the vision. Want to go for Roshan. Malaysia still alive. They won't keep it going. There's a Mexican standoff in front of the Roche pit. If the teammates can actually get down there. Specky goes up. What's he going to spend a 6k on? Demon Edge is what it's going to be. Might see another Divine Rapier coming out. We did see that from our last Spectra. For this Specky, it would definitely be a good choice. Hard to kill him as it is. Add that extra damage on top of it. Illusionary Orb just flying over the top, checking Roshan once again. Enigma's conversions are there as well. Catches CM moving inside the pit. CM realizes not a good position to be in. TP's out. Spectra still pushing out this mid lane. Has more than enough to complete a Divine Rapier. Wants to have enough to buy back though, just in case. So keeping the pressure on. Also doesn't want to risk dropping the Divine Rapier, because if you do die, you actually lose it. Chicken now comes on, force push goes up. They want to bring down SF. It's a big black chicken. Enigma comes in, Black Hole, holding him in place. This is the battle that MY need to win if they can get it. At the moment, Scythe have already pulled down Bushy, so Batrider's already dead. SF still alive for the moment, keeping him alive. I don't know how, but he is still there. Rage is popping off. Now he's dead. 2 down for the Scythe boys. Instant buyback from the Shadow Fiend. Illusionary Orb flying over the top, trying to slow them down. TP comes back towards the front lines. So KYXY, he is there on the front lines, doing what he can to hold it off. Venomance ulti, he saved it to now. Now pops it off. Malaysia being pushed back. The buyback already came. He's got a 4-minute cooldown for that guy. And that is GG, boys and girls. There is no way Malaysia can live through this. Joy with a double. Now with a triple. No, it's not. Boy, is there is Yamatar. He munches 1. He munches 2. And now a CM just running back from the burning. That is it. The racks will go down. 29-14. 57 minutes into this game. The official GG call has not been made, but we will see Scythe just push straight through the tier 4 towers, push this beyond contention. If they bring down the Frozen Throne, obviously that's what wins you this game. Another 50 seconds before 3 heroes, actually even then, 55 seconds before everyone goes in there. Scythe leave the game. They're happy with it. They've won the game. The throne will go down. It's all being controlled by one guy. The GG call must have come. And we do see Scythe advance forward. They move forward to the grand final. China versus Singapore. CCM will now face off against Scythe Gaming. Will Scythe prove that even on a LAN event, they proved the title they should have actually had for the Asian Dota Championships. We're about to find out here, except we're not at the Asian Dota Championships. I'm actually shoutcasting from Australia for the land all the way over in Malaysia, the ICT Pro Dota Tournament. We're going to be coming back here with a grand final in just a moment, guys. Don't you go anywhere.